Hi everybody, it's a mini declutter video today. Let's get started. This other Revlon lip product I bought really recently and I love the colour, it's orange, but I've had a lot of trouble with it peeling and chunking up on my lips no matter what I do, whether I use a lip primer, whether I've got nothing on my lips. And the first time I used it on camera, it looked great and it didn't do that. And I think once I opened it, it started to dry out very quickly. It's not that it's been left with the lid off or anything. I wonder if I got some old stock. So it didn't cost me very much money. It's just, I know I hate the waste, but if I can't make it work, I can't make it work. So that's that. This one's been on the chopping block before, and I kept it. This is the Moira, what's it called? Gloss Affair. Look, it's stunning. Look at that color. But it smells straight up like paint. And even though I really like the color, the smell is really off-putting. And it's actually more like a liquid lipstick than a gloss, to be honest. It dries down, which I found quite strange, which was great initially, but I just haven't, it'd have to have been 6 months since I used this. And given that it smells unpleasant, I don't think I'm going to continue with it. This one I've held on to because it's expensive, but seriously, I tried it again the other day and I just don't like it. It's so unpleasant to wear now. I used to be able to tolerate these, I don't know. Must be getting older or something. So this is a mini of the Too Faced Lip Injection, and you can see I've used a fair bit of it, and I've taken the stopper out as well. So there's only sort of that bit at either end left, but I won't be using it anymore. I haven't reached for it in ages. And this Too Faced Hangover Pillow Balm lip treatment, the original formula, is one of my all-time favorite lip masks that I put on at night. Now, for some reason, I decided to buy it in Cocoa Kiss, and it's supposed to smell and taste like chocolate, but it just smells chemically to me. And it's very milky. It leaves that white, it's got a white base, so it leaves that, so it looks like you've been drinking milk and you haven't cleaned your moustache, if you know what I mean. And I've had it for ages. I haven't reached for it. I've used a fair bit of it, but I'm just really not in love with it anymore. And if I was going to buy another lip treatment, I would probably buy the Fenty Plush Pudding over the Too Faced anyway, because it lasts a lot longer and it's quite a bit cheaper. This one, I do really like it, and you can see I've got a decent amount of use out of it, but it's got this weird, this Maybelline foundation was really not right for my skin type. It seems to have a lot of alcohol in it, and whilst it was fine when I was in a humid climate overseas, I haven't reached for it since, and it's just too drying, so it'll have to go. Now these two I've had for quite some time and I really love them, the Revlon Glow lip oils, especially this one. But I've noticed lately that they're actually drying my lips out, and I'm having to keep reapplying to get that juiciness back, and I'm thinking that maybe they're starting to dry out themselves. So yeah, I have had them for a while. I have decluttered one already, or rather I finished it. This one I'm very close to finishing anyway. This one, the peachy one, is really nice, but I'm not using it anymore. So I think they might be starting to degrade. So they're going to be going into the bin. Brush tip, and you can see the little fibers are starting to come out. Every time I used it, I'd find brush hairs on my face, and I wasn't really thrilled with that. The application of it is a little chunky as well. I suppose I could take the stopper out and dig it out and put it in a depot it and whatever else, but you know, it's not that fantastic that I would bother doing that. The colour is good. It's sort of a peachy, you know, neutralising colour. But I'm just not loving the style of packaging, really. This is just because it's old. I do not have anything to complain about with this mascara at all. This is the Huda Beauty Legit Lashes in blue. It's a dual-ended mascara, one end for lifting and one end for volumizing, and it is in blue and it's stunning. That's the color right there, that cobalt blue, and I love this. And I don't have a backup of it, but yeah, I probably will get another one. It's just that I'm not wearing blue mascara as much as perhaps I was. And if I do, I usually wear it as a top coat, or I wear it just on the lower lash line. So this has just gotten too old and it's probably not fit for use anymore. Now this was disappointing because it's not even that old, but this started to dry out the moment that I opened it and has become quite patchy upon application, so I have to keep filling it in. So when I draw it across my eyelid, there's like a gap where it hasn't grabbed onto the skin, and I'm just not going to tolerate that, frankly. It's Essence products I normally love, and I'm just a bit disappointed that this got so dry so quickly. Maybe the waterproof element of it makes it drier, so maybe that's why it didn't apply as nicely as I would have hoped. I love this formula, the Fresh Face Foundation from, excuse me, Barry M. But this shade, I don't know what I was thinking buying this. It's way too dark for me. So this is shade 9. I think I bought it as a mixer. Shade 7 or 8 is what I typically wear, and it's beautiful. This is really nice, everybody, and it's not even expensive. The only trouble is you may have a little trouble finding it. Now, Barry M do have their own dedicated website in Australia, and their prices are really reasonable, and you may pick up some Barry M on Cosmetic Capital. You may find them at, I think it's Priceline. My Priceline never seems to have very much at all. So anyway, you can see I used a bit of it, but it's just way too dark, and not even in summer could I wear that. So I may find someone to pass that on to, because it is a beautiful product. It's kind of like, it's an inexpensive version of, you know, one of those Glossier tints, one of those really bougie brands. So if you're looking for something a bit more reasonably priced that you can take with you traveling, because look at this fantastic easy packaging that's small and squeezy tube, then this is a really great option, and it's got the skincare things in it too, which some people like. I don't particularly worry about that, but I do recommend this formula, especially to mature skin people or dry skin people. This is the Go To Beauty Jamocha palette, and you'll see whatever tartlet palette that was, vibes here. Now, there's been some use, of course, as you can see, but I have had this on the declutter chopping block before, and I saved it because I tried to target that shade, excuse my bad thumb, as a pan that shadow project. I can't, it's just too dusty. It creases terribly now, so the dryness of this formula is the reason why that it's going, and it's basic beige palette anyway. The shimmers, you can see they're not even that shimmery anymore. They've lost their luster as well, so it's really dried out, and I have had it for 3 years, I think. So it's just not going to be working for me at all now. So it is definitely going this time, no delays. Now I have two beautiful palettes here. Visia, which is a really luxurious brand and a beautiful eyeshadow, See that? Look at that. And it's such a cute packaging. Little mirror, right? And you fold it up like this. It's just so cute. Isn't that sweet? So this is the Paris Etoile palette, the 9-pan. And this is the Beauty Bay Nude Mattes, all matte. And you can see it's hardly been used. Only a few shades. Now, these are not going in the bin. These are for someone. If you would like them and you live in Australia, I will send them to you. Just contact me through the comments and we can message somehow, not through comments, but I will get in touch with you. And if you would like these 2 palettes, I will send them to you. Okay, but I can only do that for Australian subscribers, I'm sorry. Okay then, that's all for now. That's my little mini declutter, makeup declutter. I have loads of empties to sort through, and I will talk to you again soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.